Hi, Crafty Nanny Cola here, and as promised, this will be the ski hat. So get whichever yarn you're going to use, and go ahead and make your magic circle. And in this one, it's all double crochet, so you can just chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then 11 more double crochets, and I am counting the chain 3 as a double crochet. So that's so you want to put 12 in there. So go ahead and do 12 double crochets. Remember to go around your go around your tail so that you can close it up at the end. And if you don't like the magic circle, you can just chain 2 and then do the 12 double crochets into the second chain from the hook. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and slip stitch to the chain 3 and pull you can pull yours tight because it's not as critical with your double crochets. Now we're going to chain 3 and we're going to put another or a double crochet in the same chain. And then we're going to go and we are going to do 1 in the next, and then 2, and 2 until you have 18. So you want 18 on there. Okay, so now you have 18, and you again want to go ahead and you will end up with 1 because you started with the increase. So you'll end up with not an increase at the end like you normally do in many instances. So go ahead and slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. And you formed your little hat. Make sure you're nice and tight so you don't have a hole up there. Although you can put a pom-pom and it'll cover it anyways. Okay, now we're going to chain 3 and we're going to work on those 18. Now if you've made a snowman, if you made the bigger snowman and you want to do 24, then you would go 2 increases, 2 double crochets, 2 increases, 2 double crochets all the way around till you had 24, and then you just continue. Then you'll just continue and you will do 2 more rows, so you'll have a total of 3 rows, and then I will get back to you. Okay, so I've done 3 rows. We have 4 all together, but you have 3 rows of 18. Now you want to go ahead and slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the chain 3. Okay, now at this point you can continue, and we're going to go into the front loops only, and you're going to make this part of it where it just comes up. You can do that, or you can just continue in 2 too if you want. It does work, but I just like it a little better the other way. It makes it not quite so thick on the snowman's head if you're going to use it. This one is just a hat, and it's not for a snowman, but I could use it for a snowman if I made the 24 because this was a bigger hat. So that's just an ornament. So at this point, if you're going to change colors, then do not do the chain 3. Finish your last stitch. Go through 2 loops and leave 2 loops on your hook. So you have the 2 loops on your hook, and then take your other color and go ahead and pull it through. And then slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 there with the green or the other color if this is what you want to do. You can also just continue this whole thing with the red. So once you get that slip stitch, you'll be able to pull that green a little better, and then you can tie it off afterwards. Okay, so we slip stitched, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then, like I said, you can either just continue on. I am going to go ahead and just do mine in the front loop only. I am going to add an extra because you do have that chain 3, and you usually have a little stitch here just so it doesn't have the gap in there. So I am going to go ahead and put that in there. I got it through both. So yeah, I'm just going to go through my front. Now I got a single crochet instead of a double. There we go. Sometimes it's tricky to get into that first one. And then just go all the way around in the front loops or in both loops, whichever one you want to go in, you can go around, and then I'll meet you back here. Okay, so this is with one around, and if you lift it up, you can see that also makes a nice little hat right there. So it's up to you if you want to do another row or not. I'll show you what the other row looks like. So let's just go ahead, and now you'll go through both loops if you do that. So go ahead and cut your red. I didn't realize I still had the red on there. So cut your red off, and you can tie off your tie your green and red together, and that'll snug it in there. I always double knot everything and then cut it off. Okay, so chain 3, and then to both loops, and then just continue that all the way around. And then I'll show you what it looks like with the double. Okay, so there I have this way. So again, just fold it up, and that makes just a bigger. So you can either do it 1 or 2. So that's the hat, and then just cut it off and just sew it on the snowman. I also thought those colors would go great and would make a cute little strawberry at some point. Okay, so let's quickly go over the scarf. And basically all the scarf is you chain 30, you can chain, I actually chained, if you're doing a 24 one, you want to chain 36. And if you're doing an 18 one, I chained 32. So chain 32, and I'll meet you at the end. So I chained 32. So now what you want to do is second chain from the hook, you want to do a single crochet and a single crochet in each across. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so here is your scarf, and you want to cut this long enough, this part off, so that you can wind it in. You really don't want to use that part as fringe. I tried it on one scarf and it sticks out funny, so go ahead and take your needle and just go ahead and knot your end. And then just wind it into the scarf. And then just cut that off. And then same with the other side, just wind that in. And don't forget to finish winding your hat in too. And if you're using the same color, just do the same, just leave a long tail to go ahead and sew your hat to the snowman's head. I'm just going to leave this like this right now. So if you want to do fringe, it's really knotted up bad. Just take little pieces. Oh, this is maybe 3 inches long. And then just take your hook and go in the end. Get it approximately in the middle. My hands are getting really bad. And go through like that, and then just pull both loops through. Like that. And take another piece. Gotta find an end again. Sorry about that, took me a bit to find the end. So into the end, pull through, even them out. And there's your fringe, and then you just want to, and you can do that, you do that on both sides. And then just cut them even. There's your little fringe. And you can put more on if you want. It makes it kind of bulky though because it is pretty small. Okay, so on the hat, if you want, you can wind this in, but you can go ahead and take a couple of stitches around just to keep that top up.